Hello,
Okay, hi
Funny.
Pani.
Hi.
Okay, so I'm just operating pages. See whether you're on the same page because now you don't have any network issue. It's okay, fine. Okay, I'm in the subscription page and like this. Okay, that background elements are using to capture the data from profile to employee, candidate profile to employee profile. Okay, background elements. So by default, we have some standard background elements. To check that, go to manage business configuration. Let's take that manage business configuration. We'll see what type of background elements are already available. Go to manage business configuration. Click on employee profile. Under this employee profile, we have an option called background elements. So here we have awards, benefits, certificates, these things. So we already have some inside work experience and outside work experience education. These background elements will already mapped with your candidate profile. So now I want to map this community background element. Okay. To map this, again go to manage templates. Let me take another page here. Manage templates. Recruiting management, candidate profile. General settings, and here you have an option called, so you can see first how many background elements are already added. So first we have a inside work experience is there, and outside work experience is already added, and there is education also. Now I want to create a one more background element. So click on this add new. Once you click on this add new, there are different options, we'll get it, but here we are using field background elements. Add data field background element. Click on this. Okay. So now you have to copy paste the data from here to here. The first the type ID. So make sure you are using same values, whatever the type ID is there or whatever the field values are there in manage business configuration like succession data module. The same field values you have to update it in your template also. Type ID, field ID. And name I'm using same as community. So in name you can excuse me. In name you can use any different also, no problem. Output name you can make it whatever you want. And label also. And description, if you want to mention any description, you can mention or you can leave it. And instruction about the page, like this is community option fields. Yes. And then maximum entities not required, scale ID also is not required, and remain things. And now you want to add a field. Click on these fields. Okay, so once you add fields, so here you have add data field. So before adding data field, first you have to check what type of data field is there, like string or a number or any date field. So here the first field is start date. Start date, copy this start date field, enter the ID, same ID. Make sure you're copy pasting same ID. Whatever the ID is there here, you have to copy paste here also. Same start date ID. And here we have a format type. Okay. The format type, if I don't know which format it is at current, so what I'll do, I'll click on this details. Click on this details and check which field name it is. So it's showing field name is start. So here we have to select same way start. And label as usual, your wish. Whatever the output you're looking, you can update it. Start date. And if it is a pick list, you can select the pick list drop down values. But since it's not a pick list, you no need to select any pick list value here. Now I want to add a second field value. The first field value is completed, like start date. Now I'm going to add a second field, that is end date. Copy this end date. Again you click on add data field. We will get one empty box again, same way. Copy paste that. Click on end, because data field should be end. If you have any doubt, just go inside and check the field name, that is end. Next field, third field I'm going to add. The third field is name. Copy this third field name. And data type, so data type I think is field F, varchar field 1, vfld1. So the same field you have to select it here. If it is vfld1 and you do not select to start there, so make sure both field values are mapping properly. Okay, field name is vfld1. So this field delivered by SAP itself, you don't need to worry how to add these fields. This is nothing but vfld field is nothing but a string. Varchar field 1 we will call in Java language. Okay. So here also you have to select same field, this VFLD 1. Next, I'm going to add one more last field, that is role. And check the field ID, which field ID it is. Guys, you're on the same page, right? No doubt.
Yes, Raj.
Okay. So here the field name is VFLD2, because VFLD1 is already allocated to the first one, like name we already allocated. Then next available number is VFLD2. Just you can check this and go back here, select VFLD2. Is it VFLD2? Yeah, here it is. And it won't be in order, so you have to search it. Okay. So VFLD2 is selected and click on done. Okay, here done. Something we missed somewhere. Yeah, okay. Name, publish. See, now you can see once you publish, you will get one more background element here. Okay, the template successfully saved. Now let me go back and test it, whether the new background element is added or not into your candidate profile. Select any candidate here. community. See here, the community page we have added a new one, and when I click on add, whatever the fields we added there, that field data we will collect it. Okay. So now your client asking one more field here, because whatever the fields are supplied from SAP, there is only 4 fields in this community. Now your client asking community date something, like no, they're asking some city field under this. Okay. Now if you want to create a new custom field, because so far we just whatever the fields are supplied by default, we just mapped with the candidate profile. Now if you want to create a new field again, first we have to create that field in your succession data module, like manage business configuration. Then we have to map it into your manage templates. Okay, let's create one more field here. So here I am creating first city field and with enabled. So do not go to directly manage template and try to create a new field. Make sure whenever you want to create a new field, first that field is available in your manage business configuration. First create it in here, and then you go and map it with your candidate profile. City and S, hidden no, and URL not required, and details. So in these details, so you're saying that attachment something is taken. No, I don't want this attachment. I want this kind of description field or any date field. DFLD means date purpose we use. Field like field like this is for using for quick list values, and VLFD for string field and all. Okay. Again, I'm repeating. Attachment for if you want to attachment, if you want to give any upload attachment option, we will use description. We are using for large number of text you can add. Okay, date field. DFLD means date field. Like there are 4 to 5 date fields are there, and start and end means like whenever you have a start date and end date, that time we will use. Suppose joining date means then we use DFLD one. Okay, the date purpose use. So this one also, this FFLD is also using for if you have any these things like pick list values or any object type of those things we use this FFLD. And VFLD we use for your string field, and there is some user sync ID. Suppose if you want to add any user, we are using this user sync ID. Okay. Let me add one user sync or any some other different field. Let me add some FFLD field as city. I'm adding some FFLD field for city, and I'll save first here. First I have to create this field in succession data module, remember, then only you can create the TD. Okay, so default label I missed. Label city. Yes. Okay, so I have created city field. Now I want to map this city field again with your candidate profile. Go to manage template, same way. General setting. So now we have 4. I'm going to add one more. Add new. Same way. Sorry, we are not going to add any new thing. Already there. Within the same one, we are going to create that. Delete this here in this 4th one. This community is already there. So inside this community, I'm going to add a additional field. So here we already taken the field ID city. and field ID is FFLD1, output name, done, publish. We have to do references. It's getting saved. Why this much time is taking? Let me refresh and we will save it once again. It's taking a lot of time to save. So again, publish. Okay, so it was saved successfully. And go back and check the new field value is added or not again. Same. So the new city field is added likewise. This is how we can map already existing field values, or else you can create new custom field values also. Suppose if you want to create a new custom background element. Now suppose you don't want to use any of these background elements. Now your client given some data, some additional data. Normally in real time also, we usually get one or two, or sometimes it's empty also. So whenever there is an empty system, we have to create from starting to ending. Like no, first we have to create enter the ID likewise. So if you have this type of requirement, again if you go down here, we have an option called create new. So here you can create new. Once you click on create new, here it's going to enter the ID. ID is nothing but the number, but which is not used in any of these places. Like if it is awards, there is a 10, or if it is community, there is 17 like that. So nowhere that number should not use. Suppose let me enter some 20 and type ID. See 20 has only numbers. It can be either alphabets or a combination of alphabets and numbers. So, oh sorry, type ID 50. So here ID is first the name of the details. So here what I'll do, uh, candidate certificates. I'm just entering this field value. Space special character. Please remove this. I forgot. Candidate certificates. Candidate certificate is taken. And type ID number. I'm just entering 20. I'll see. And label again. Certificates. And default label is not required. And IDs. What are the field values you're looking for? Example test I'm entering firstly. Just to make you understand how to create a new brand. Let it be the field name as attachment ID and the label and default label. Test and try to save. So if your errors are missing, then you will get error messages also. Okay. So we just created new brand. This things like in order, in alphabetical order, you can see candidate certificates. So now if you want to map the same thing, same way, go to manage templates and you map it. Okay, so this is the use of this is how we can create a new brand new background elements, or you can map already existing ones, and you can create a new field values also. But make sure whenever you create a field value, which field type you're creating, the backer like BLFD or DLFD or start or end date or whatever the field type you are creating. Okay, so this is all about your background elements. So any doubt, any confusion, please let me know.
Background elements, Raj, we cannot create it in XML.
Yes, we can create. That is what I'm coming to now. Like, so we can add this background elements directly in XML also. Okay. So let me show you one candidate profile. So here we have one candidate profile. I'll open this in Notepad++. Not awards. We just let me close this. I'll try to download new template. But if you want to create a new background elements in XML, first we will create in succession data module XML. Succession data module, and then we will map into candidate profile. I'll show you how it is look like. I'll try to download two templates, candidate profile template XML and also succession data module XML. So first here I'll download candidate profile template. So right, candidate profile is not a downloadable file, but you can edit here only. Keep it in mind, only candidate profile template we can't use in download option. We don't have a download option. So here what I'll do, we just added community, right? So here we have a community background element. Okay. So here you have a community background element from here to here. Okay, copy and field IDs everything. So now what I'll do, I'll download. Suppose since we are mapping these background elements from your succession data module, so first what I'll do, I'll copy succession data module. I'll open succession data module in XML. I'll copy the programming from that template to this template. Okay, so let me download first that. Let's go back to download succession data module. Here we have import and export data module. So under succession management, there is an option called import and export data module. I told you, right, there are four templates, like four data modules in employee center, like corporate data module. Like here we have a corporate data module, and succession data module we call it as import export data module, and country specific corporate and country specific succession. So these are the four data modules. So here we won't see any succession data module, but import export data module is nothing but your succession data module. Open this succession data module, export the file, submit. So it was still in download mode. Open the file in displays, and I'll open this in Notepad++. Okay, so and also I'll see the output also. Example, now my client asking this mobility background element. Okay, now they want this mobility background element in candidate profile. So what I'll do, I'll find that mobility in this XML template, like this XML file thing, mobility. Okay, so here we have a mobility background element. So what I'll do, I'll copy this mobility background element from here to till the next background element. So there are location fields till here. Till here you don't copy paste it, because again the new background element is started membership. Correct. If you have any doubt, you can cross check here. So there is some membership, those things. Okay. Copy this programming and now go back to your provisioning. Open the candidate profile template, because that candidate profile template is not downloadable. So we have to open the candidate profile template directly in provisioning. Okay. So now where I want to keep this mobility background element, under community, find that community. Once you find that community, go to end of that page. So end of that page, and here you take one more line. Let me take some 4 to 5 lines. Later we will modify. Paste that data. Whatever the data you copied from is succession data module, you paste it here and remove the spaces. Okay. Remove the space and try to save. If you have any errors, it will throw, or else it will save properly. So it's saying system error, the validating recruiting template. Which field? Data field 1009. Okay, so it's saying there is a validation error in this. Okay, so if you have any validation error, what we will do, we will directly copy this entire data. Okay, so we will copy this entire data in one copy, and we will open that editor, XML editor, because it's a validation error is showing. Actually, we will paste this data in one empty XML sheet. First, let me take this. Let me take one more empty thing, and I'll paste it here. Whatever the data I copied from there, I'll paste it here, and I'll save and I'll validate this. Save this. So now we can validate this. Now again I'll go here. New one. Open. Open. This data is not saved. That is how we used to do, but this validation error is coming again. What is this? 1, 2, 3. So let me try to upload a once again. Let me check. There is some. 1 second, yes. So we need to validate that XML. Sorry. Uh, Let me open any XML this thing. So here we usually get lot of errors only for this in XML. I'll take one already existing XML. I will paste the data here. Whatever the data we taken there, I have pasted here. Let me validate. The error element name not depend in DTD. Which element name? It is okay. Let me save as this and finally I'll test it once again. Yes. So once you validate it, again copy the same data and go to this page, remove this entire thing and paste it. Let me try now. One 009. There is issue with 100 line. I'm just checking that field is not added here. This element life. Okay, maybe there is some additional extra data they give. So let me find that field. Again, I am copy pasting the same data. If still error is coming, then we will see some other process. Even I have removed that 100 data field also, saying max file size KB must be declared for element type data field. Okay, so we already updated this data field, but still is showing size. Let me say without adding any data. Okay, so this is adding properly. Now I'll go to set data module. Here I'll take only simple fields. Here actually issue with this data maximum length. In succession data module there is a limit, but in candidate profile there is no limit. So that is the reason we are facing that error. I'm trying to upload same background element here. I'm not sure whether it will take now. Community. Okay, so membership ID I have taken. Let me try to save finally. If still we are facing, then again I'll give you one sample template for you guys, because this, see, now the 981 field is showing, but here we can't find that 981 field also. So here the problem is the file size is not supported in candidate profile template. And here I'll tell you in real time, we usually get like 4 to 5 only. So example, I have one workbook, HCC Cement workbook. I'll show you what they're actually asking for. There is workbook of AL Cement. So this is question library. Okay, I'll show you how the real-time issues are showing. So as of now, you try to follow only this excuse me, a manual process. If you get, I'll show you later like how this XML works, what is the error, because I have to check each and every field in XML. Because I have to check each and every field and what is the data limit is supported here and there. Okay, but in real time maximum we will get like 4 to 5 elements like background elements. That background elements you can manually create also. You don't need to depend on XML, because if you have a 5 like a 10 or 20 background elements, then you go with. So maximum we will see 3 important background elements: education, certificates, previous work experience. Only 3 background elements are most of the time we will see in most of the client places. Okay, so try to practice this manual process first, and I'll get you one sample XML file, because I have to check each and every field here what is causing. Okay, so if you have any doubt, confusion, just let me know. Okay, so with these background elements we are done with candidate profile also. So then we can directly go with offer letter template. Okay, I hope you guys are practicing all the like completed template, job requisition, application, and candidate profile, and hope it's everything is clear. Okay, so that's for today, guys. So if you have any doubt, confusion, let me know.
Raj, that XML thing is read only, right? In my case, so you are saying that you're going to provide me the link to download it one more time.
Okay, can you please quickly share your screen and let me see your XML pad if possible?
Uh, okay, let me try.
Yeah, we'll see right away because what is causing actually. And also try to launch from the starting, close that XML and try to launch it again. Okay.
Raj, I never shared. I'm just trying. Can you see my screen?
Yes, yes, I can see.
You can. Okay. So this is the XML.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Uh, let's say I'm going. I need to go to the provision system, right?
Do you have any XML
Yeah, I have
already
saved
downloaded
it.
one?
Yeah, yeah, I have saved it.
Oh,
Right, right. Where I have saved it? See, this one.
okay. Open with,
Edit with XML pad.
yes.
Oh, now it's coming after saving. But when I'm trying to download directly from provisioning system, it's showing read only. Can I
Direct
show you?
download means, see, normally whenever you download, I think
Mm-hmm.
we have not made it default editor as XML pad. So that is the reason it's showing read only. So now what you will do, first download the XML from provisioning, save it in any folder, and then
Mm-hmm.
import into XML editor. That will work like
So
this way.
every time I have to save it first, then open it in XML editor.
Okay, try to download one XML from provisioning. Let's see. HCM40 can directly type.
This one.
Sales dot after dot com, you remove that all the data.
This
It
is
will
for
take you.
instance.
You remove the data after dot com, like SF start from SF start to till the check end.
Provisioning, right?
Yes, yes. Just
Provisioning. Then
underscore login. Enter.
This one, let's say the first one I can do it. It's coming like this. How to open it, Raj?
You can click on
This one.
that. Yeah, you can click on
Uh,
any job requisition like import export job requisition.
no, I have clicked this one, right? Next gen candidate data info template, the first one.
Yeah, you click on that.
Here I
Click on.
try to download.
Okay. You're using which pro? Yeah, it's came right. In left side, you got one downloaded file.
Yeah, yes. So
Yeah.
let me try to open it.
Okay.
It's coming like this.
No, your screen is slow. Okay. It's coming like this. Okay, it's taking to that folder. Okay. So here the reason is go to that file, downloaded file page. Go to documents, downloads. Go to documents. Wherever that file saved, wherever that file like downloads, right? You go to downloads.
That XML file you saying?
Yes, yes. Whatever the file you downloaded just now, just go to that file. Just open that file where it's saved. Go
I
up.
think it's saved in, yeah, it should be
Downloads.
in downloads,
Downloads.
right?
Go up. Go up. Drag it up. Where it is saved. Yeah? Okay, fine. There are few XMLs, right? Select any
Yeah,
XML. Select any XML. Select any
this one?
XML. Whatever the XML. No, your screen is little slow. Select any XML means right side you click it and there is option called open. Click on open. Go slowly because yeah, you right click. Okay. Open with, oh, wait. Right click, open with
XML pad?
XML pad. Yes, XML pad.
Something wrong. I think.
Not wrong. Actually,
Stop.
your XML pod, it's like, okay, close program. WM help XML pad. XML pad is correct only. But here your XML is pad is okay. No issues with that. But only
Mhm.
thing is we have to default the XML pad. Like every time whenever you download any XML, it will directly launch in XML pad. So only the default step you have to select it.
In settings, I have to change it, right? Like
Now
defaulting,
we
you should.
downloaded files like whenever you go to that page, we have
Mhm.
to select like we have to change the default one. Go to again the
Okay.
document. Go to the document, whatever the file you opened. Go to the document again. Right
Yeah.
click, right click, right click.
Open with
Open with. Don't click XML pad. Choose another program. Choose another. Open with.
Notepad.
No. Open with. Oh, wait. It's really slow. Okay. Choose another app. Choose another app.
Notepad. Can I choose?
No, XML pad is there, right? There.
Yes.
No, wait. Choose another app. Choose another app. There is an option called choose another app within the list. Click on that. Yeah. Wait. Okay. So select
Mhm.
XML pad. Wait. Always use this app open to XML files. Always use.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Always use. Click on that checkbox and click on OK. So now whenever you download any file, it will directly
Mm-hmm.
launch your XML editor with the edit mode.
Okay. Okay.
So now you download any file from provisioning and check whether it's directly launching or not. Because we have to default the file. We have to default the editor. what happened?
I think it's open. That file is open. That's why it's saying that it's being used by some other program.
Because that file is already opened in your system. So again,
Right.
you're trying to launch one more duplicate.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. So going forward, it will work directly. You can launch directly from that file.
Okay, I'll try. I'll try,
Yeah.
Raj.
This is the only one small mistake in your system. Apart from that, everything is fine. Even your XML pad also upgraded, well, like latest version only. No need to install again.
Okay. Okay. Sure. Thanks.
Okay. Thank you guys. Okay. Take care. Bye bye.
Thanks, Raj.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Raj.
everyone. Bye
Have a
bye.
nice day. Yeah, bye bye.